Super glue your pants to your butts, ladies and gentlemen. This is 4 Guys Play Games. And today we are playing Shadow of the Colossus.
HD.
Remade Shadow of the freaking Colossus.
Yeah, this is actually a review copy we stole from IGN's mailbox, so suck it, IGN. We get the review first.
So what this game is named after is actually the second part of Shadow of Mordor, except it's based on the Colossi of Mordor.
Well, yeah, that's in America. I hear in Japan, it's actually a rendition of Legend of Zelda. Actually,
so this is one part of the game that they added where if you don't jump at the exact spot, you can't progress through the game.
Now, one thing I just want to point out quickly is that we're playing this game for the first time. So this is a blind run, a speed run, and a review run, 3 in 1, and you're getting that all in one video today. So let me just remind you, it's a speed run, a review run, and a blind run all at once. So I think we're in for a really good playthrough today.
Yeah. And this is kind of a new thing we're marketing. It's called the Trinity. We're hoping it'll catch on.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I'm attempting a speedrun, never playing the game before. But I know it's an interesting take on a speedrun, but that's really something that we're trying to do is trying brand new ideas on speedruns and walkthroughs and just playing games in general.
I think, as you could tell from our previous YouTube channels, we've actually come in with a very entrepreneurial mindset. So trying these new things, like such as the Trinity Blast, what we're doing right now, really is what we're trying to go in the direction of this channel. So thank you.
So Ambrose, what kind of intel, as I would say, can you give us about this beast here?
Well, as far as I can tell right now, being that this is a blind run, he kind of looks like he's based off of some kind of a gorilla creature. But he's holding this large staff, and really what this reminds me of is the big trolls in Mordor, in Shadow of Mordor, which this game is based off of.
Except in Japan.
Yeah, it's the Japanese version. So
You're right. This is actually, you're playing as Japanese Frodo, Drodo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Drodo. You know what? This really reminds me of. A sad story came out of in I believe it was March 2016 with a gorilla.
Harambe.
Oh, Harambe.
Shadow of the Colossus. This game is based off of Harambe, if I'm not mistaken.
We actually are playing this special edition called Shadow of the Harambe, and it's more of just it's more of a tribute to Harambe more than anything. So maybe drop.
We're not telling our fans to feel or think any certain way. So I just want to make that very clear that if you're not feeling any sort of way about Harambe, I don't want Daniel's beliefs to be forced upon our viewers.
Well, at the same time, just drop a like for Harambe.
Now, not to spoil the game or anything, because this is a review, there won't be any spoilers, even though we're doing a full run of the game. But could this be the Colossus that's on the title? Do you think this... Oh, did we beat the game?
we beat, I believe, the first half of the game.
Okay.
It says on the top corner, trophy earned.
Okay.
I believe that means that we're halfway through the game.
Yeah, that usually happens in every game when you're halfway done. You just get a trophy for... It says almost home.
So as you see here, I'm about to be possessed by these Colossi demons.
Well, how did you know that before it happened?
Well,
Just a hunch?
Yeah, I had a hunch with the black little spiritual beings coming at you.
And this here is a shot of his urethra being corrupted by the demons.
Yes.
Kind of like the beginning of Chucky 3. That's a fact. Look it up.
Okay, so we're just at the halfway point. Can we kind of get a... So we have Gibraltar here. We have Ambrose here.
I think this is a good time to read out a kind of a donation shout out.
But where's Jamarcus? That's my question.
Can't forget. It's Jamarcus's mom's birthday. Jamarquette, it's her 38th birthday, so Jamarcus will be celebrating with his family today. So that's why he can't be here, which is a totally legit reason. So that's why it's 3 guys playing games, not 4. But I'm sure Jamarcus' spirit is here somewhere. That's all I've got to say.
All right, and you just got a notification, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. I got a digital telegram from... Oh, wow, this is a lengthy one. It reads, "This is a message from Antoine, a subscriber from Morningwood Nursery Home in White City, Saskatchewan." He writes, "Ever since I became old and useless, I've struggled to find any meaning in my life. But thanks to 4 Guys Play Games and the opening of their new channel, I've been able to find a new meaning as I wait alone in my room every week for their new videos. As thanks to you, I'd like to donate 3 weeks worth of liver and onions that I've stashed away in my room. Thank you guys very much, Antoine." Well, looks like we don't have to worry about groceries for 3 weeks.
Yeah, thank you very much, Antoine, for that generous donation of liver and onions from the nursing home in White City, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, Morningwood. So if you've got
shout out to Morningwood, guys.
Yeah, shout out to Morningwood. Honestly, they're just going hard on these old patients, and it's really helping out the seniors in your community. So just donate to a Morningwood near you.
Antoine, was it?
Antoine, yeah,
from
Saskatchewan.
In Morningwood.
Yeah,
man, too bad we couldn't erect a statue in his name.
I bet when he dies we could. Oh, what are you doing right now? What did you do to that statue there?
Right here
Yeah.
is secret idols that you can find throughout the game. You can pray to them, and it gives you good luck. And as you know, in Japan, they're very superstitious people. So
all of them, every single one. We don't stereotype here. We're just making a very quick blind judgment. But
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so that's actually the idle mod, right?
Yeah.
So even though this is kind of a review blind playthrough, we do have mods installed just to give a world-class speedrunner like Ambrose here a little bit more of a challenge. So adding in a quick good luck prayer like that does add to his time. However, it could help us out in the future of this game, which we're going to beat today. So it's really cool.
So I'm about to cross this bridge, and I just want to see exactly what we're dealing with here. Okay, so we have this rocky bridge that looks like it comes from ancient times. How ancient? I don't really think this game says, but it looks like maybe some water erosion really swept away the rock. So that's just some really good detail that the designers of this game made.
Just a quick history lesson from you, right?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's how Ambrose's history.
I think true history comes without sharing any of the dates. Not.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be accurate as long as
No.
it's a fact.
I mean, as long as you feel it, you really don't have to have facts, right?
And history has become much more of an emotional response than anything nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Emotion over fact. That's what I always say.
So one thing that really rings true to me is that this game, to me, it's historical. I mean, it doesn't have to be historical to you or really to anybody, but to me, it really is, and that's the world that I live in.
Now, do you want to just zoom in on your character for a minute? I just want to see a little bit of how he looks. So you see that cape flowing in the back? That he's kind of wearing, that little cloak. Jaboris, you want to just give me the camera here for a minute?
Yeah.
So, Jaboris here is actually wearing that same cloak that the Wanderer in Shadow of Colossus is wearing, and it's called the cloak mod, but it's physical, so it's for real life. So if you wanna get this, you can just go to Four Guys Play Games /WordPress and just hit the shop folder, and you're gonna find all these Four Guys Play Games, and it actually says Four Guys Play Games on the inside, and you can you can really cosplay.
So as you see here, we're at the next Colossi, and
That's right.
What it appears to be, to me, is a giant cow or some kind of wildebeest. So this will be kind of interesting. I know that the Japanese they're really into their wildebeest, so I can tell that they really put a lot of time and effort into this animal.
And yeah, you kind of gave away his name there, Colossi, while the last boss was called Colossus. So, meaning this is one of the final stages of the game.
I believe so. I mean, this is a blind run, so I don't know 100%, but I just know that when a trophy flashes on the screen, you're pretty close to being done.
And like I always say, if a game, takes under an hour and you spend $50 on it, it's pretty worth it to me. So, Jaboris, even though you're not the one playing, how does it make you feel just as a viewer seeing this? Someone that doesn't really, you're very more of a, a philosopher of the Four Guys you game.
Yeah, and it's kind of how I kind of want to keep my title. And I, just looking at this from an artistic perspective, I was just thinking of different kind of colossi they can be. And I was thinking, why not have the head of a jackrabbit with the body of a gazelle, or even the body of a hammerhead shark with the head of a snake.
That sounds like my favorite Pokemon, Pikachu.
Yeah, and just kind of things like that. And I was also just thinking of maybe like a goldfish head with the body of a bear. I just kind of like playing with these ideas in my brain and what kind of colossi there can be for future parts of this game, and just kind of hopes for what we will see later on in this game. Even though Ambrose here is pretty much done beating this game, correct?
I believe so, yes. So I heard recently that the developers of this game, they asked you for the ideas for the second game that they're wanting to release. Is that correct?
Yes. It's extremely correct. So, if you guys could just leave a comment down in the below about what kind of animal you kind of want to see the next Colossi being, just write that comment there.
Yeah, very fluent sentence there. I guess we're gonna have to blur out a lot of this blood and gore. I know if you guys are watching this now, you probably won't see it, but there is a lot of blood. This game definitely inherited the infamous A rating.
Sorry in advance, Antoine. I know that you're a very old and frail man, and I know that you have a lot of flashbacks from the Great War.
Yeah, we would nothing like a fantasy beast bringing back World War II memories. So.
Okay. Did you get another? Did you get another donation?
I did, yes. This one's from Penelope from California, Sacramento to be exact. Four Guys Play Games. I didn't think I could have a crush on four guys all at once, but I do. Actually, it's not quite true because today it's only three guys. I don't know where Jamarcus is. But I wanna donate $40 to his mom's birthday. I thought last episode was his mom's birthday, but I must have got the dates mixed up. I hope you have a great blind playthrough of the game, Ambrose.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Penelope. That rules.
Penelope.
It's kind of like that actor Penelope Cruz, but Penelope rules.
I bet she didn't give me a last name, but I'm sure that's what it is. I can check her PayPal later and give away all the information if I need to.
Yeah.
So as you see here, I recently installed the die mod, where after every Colossi I beat, it makes you die and restart in the beginning of the game.
Cool.
So for all the speedrunners out there, this really makes it quick to get back to the central hub. So
Yeah, instead of all that wasteful travel and looking at the nice, pretty scenery they put in. Well, these are the additional character mods, and you can just get that at 4GuysPlayGames /WordPress and the mods folder, right?
That is correct.
Just
That's
adds
very
some
correct.
shadowy figures to just make you feel a little less alone in the game. Oh, now they're gone. So it's a very temporary mod. I patched it together last minute. My bad.
But I think that mod just alone kind of adds a sense that you feel like someone's there, and then all of a sudden you're not, and you're in a lonely abyss.
Kind of like when I wake up from a night terror in my apartment alone. I think there's someone there, sleep paralysis, and then I'm just by myself. But I'm all fine, I don't have any problems, or my life's all good, so I'm just happy to be playing games with 3 other guys. Today it's 2.
know what? Every now and then, it's okay to have a 4 guys play games with only 3 guys, because really, Jamarcus, he's always deep down in our hearts. Even though he's deep down in the spirit world.
That's right. After gambling his family away. But I'm sure they have birthdays in the spirit world, and I hope his mom is having the best 39th birthday of her life, honestly.
Was it? I was driving through town the other day, and I saw him at the corner begging for toenail clippers. It was oddly specific.
Well, once you start something, you can't stop.
So, if anybody can just, if anybody out there has an extra pair of toenail clippers, just send them our way. If you want, no pressure.
That's right. And along with PayPal, we'll be accepting a new crypto, which is toenail clipper crypto, and we'll be using that as you can use that as currency on 4GuysPlayGames in the shop folder, and that's so you can buy that cape that Jaboris is wearing.
There is this ancient proverb that really helps me play through games like this. How it goes, if I remember correctly, it goes, yeah. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart and got lost in the game. And really, us at 4 Guys Play Games, we really get lost in the games we play. So that proverb is one that really rings true for us. And you know what? Every now and then, you just have to take a step back and look at your life and pull down your pants a little bit and just say, "Oops, I did it again."
Accidentally flashed someone. Oops, I did it again. So now we're going to be playing through the DLC. Actually, that was the last boss we beat before, and this is the DLC we already bought that the devs gave us access to, absolutely free. So it's really cool. So this is a swimming mod you're using, right?
Yes, that's correct. Otherwise, you actually can't advance in this game without that mod. So it's a very important mod.
So be sure to hit up our website.
Yeah.
At what was it again?
Oh, I just need to check here. Oh yeah, it's at 4GuysPlayGames /WordPress, and you can just hit the mods folder, and you're gonna find the Shadow of Colossus swimming mod, so you can access the DLC at $39.99 when it's released. So
So I think we just got a question in from one of our viewers. What does it read, Gibraltar?
Oh, a question. Yeah, now we're accepting questions as along with donations. So it says, Jaboris, all my friends have left me. I don't really have anyone left in my life besides the 4 guys play games. I'm wondering if I buy one of those capes you're wearing in today's video, if I will be good enough to attain other people's attention.
Oh,
Sincerely, Pablo from Albuquerque.
Oh yeah, absolutely, certainly. That's a lot of what we do is we try to sell self-confidence, and we really try to make people feel themselves when they wear our stuff. And if you don't, I don't know where else you'll get that self-confidence from. So make sure you pick up one of these capes. They're very essential to personal growth.
And you know what? If Antoine can find meaning in his life, being such an old, useless man, I really believe that you could find meaning as well. So I just hope that gives you a lot of hope today.
Even though your friends threw you aside, just like the government threw Antoine, a war vet, aside, I'm sure you can find some meaning through a cape.
Yeah, and be sure to pick up our other shirt. It rings true. For $29.99, and it's in the link below. So just
Yeah, we'll be plugging a lot of links in there tonight, but
yeah,
I'm sure you'll find it amongst the links.
yeah. Just know that most of your worth is found in buying our merch.
Cheap Gildan merch.
And speaking of link, I heard recently from just a little birdie out there that that this game in Japan is called Shadow of Zelda, a link to the Colossi.
Yeah, there's actually a fan theory about that, which Jaboris is going to be heading soon on a new channel called 4 Guys Read Game Theories. And I was just wondering if you could read a quick, if you could just read a quick game theory here about how this is linked in with the Zelda universe.
So this is something I've really put a lot of my heart into as I have written most of this theory, and I believe it's more than a theory at this point, because I'm pretty sure the Japanese have already picked up on it. So as Ambrose here was saying, this is a game called Zelda: Link to the Colossi, and this here's the connection. They're actually 2 different dimensions, and these are all actually replicas of Zelda herself. All these colossi, and when they're all dead, she'll awaken from Twilight Princess. And if you've ever beaten Twilight Princess before, you realize that you never actually find Zelda. So. And this is much the same atmosphere as Twilight Princess has given you. So these are just some of the connections I have made.
That's really cool. Thanks for sharing that little tidbit with us. And you can find 4 Guys Read Game Theories, that channel coming very soon.
Yeah,
I know we put a lot of work into these videos, and it takes up most of each of our work weeks. Like, we each do, a collective 120 hours of work just editing these and putting them out for you as fast as we can. But we're going to find time for sure to make these fan theories come true.
And a lot of these edits that we put into the video, we're putting our sweat into these videos. So just
blood and tears coming soon.
So we stay up late every night, and then we go do our regular 9-to-5 jobs to make ends meet, to make this dream possible. So I just want to thank you guys for sticking around.
And really, I would like to say that we are very close to doing this full time. And once we do, we'll be having videos come out on a very, very regular basis. So people like Antoine out there that are just constantly waiting,
Constantly lonely.
And waiting for something
Constantly-
greater to save them from their.
constantly useless. You can find meaning in your life very soon, as we are going to be releasing more and more videos out there. So hope is near.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the Iron Giant, but with fur.
Yeah, that's because this DLC is called the Iron Giant mod, which is connected to the water mod, and to make it kind of, connect to the game, it just added some fur and a giant stone club. So you can just find that at 4guysplaygames /wordpress.com in the mods folder. So,
Just got a text here from Jamarcus.
want to read that out for us?
He says I can't read. And that's it.
Well, only God knows how he sent that, but that's really good that he did send it somehow.
And yeah, just keep Jamarcus in your thoughts right now.
So if you just want to hit the comments with hashtag pray for Jamarcus, 30% of tonight's donations will be going to adult literacy for Jamarcus, our new charity. So thank you guys for watching, and I really hope that we see you in the next episode. So thanks.